Welcome to Miss Little Void, a space where shadows breathe, emotions linger, and every story dares to touch the unseen. If you love stories that echo long after they end, you're in the right place. Let the silence speak, let the void whisper. You're listening to Digging, Part 1. Most people are born into the world hoping to be known, eager to leave footprints, names etched in memories, faces remembered in crowded rooms. But she spent her life perfecting the art of vanishing. To the world, she was known only as Sunny, a name that sounded cheerful, approachable, innocent. But beneath that sunlight-sounding name was a shadow no one could trace. The name wasn't hers. It wasn't even close. It was picked for convenience, used for clean exits and confusing trails. She never spoke it aloud unless necessary, and even then, it was coated with just the right amount of false charm to make others underestimate her. No one in the intelligence world could find her, and many had tried. Government trackers, cyber task forces, underground syndicates, they all hit a dead end. She wasn't just skilled, she was untouchable. Every move was mapped like a grandmaster's chessboard. Nothing was accidental. No step was without strategy. She built her own world of silence and lived within it like a whisper in a storm. She never had a handler, no headquarters, no tech team working from some neon-lit control room. Just a cluttered laptop, a collection of secured drives, and a self-built website hidden behind a labyrinth of onion layers and encryption. That was where the gigs came in, left like breadcrumbs by people desperate enough to pay for what the law couldn't give them. Blackmail, recovery, secrets, surveillance. Some wanted dirt, others just wanted peace. But Sunny had one rule that never changed: cash only. She didn't trust banks, not even digital wallets. Money was always physical, bundled into envelopes, tucked into library books, sealed in kitchen jars, hidden under park benches. She gave precise instructions: location, method, deadline. She even tested their obedience. If they dared to leave even a rupee less or tried to be clever and track the drop, the consequences were designed to sting. She once sent a man's entire confidential office footage to his wife after he shorted her pay by 10%. Another time, she anonymously mailed a client's private browser history to his own board of directors. There were no second chances. Working with Sunny wasn't just business. It was entering a world where trust was demanded, but never given.
On that day, as monsoon clouds pressed against the sky and the city rumbled in its usual chaos, Sunny sat at a roadside cafe, tucked between a dying electronics store and a half-built gym. Her posture was casual, but her senses were never idle. A pair of wireless earplugs streamed intercepted audio from 3 nearby phones. Her sunglasses reflected the screen of a disguised device, a fake online shopping app that secretly displayed live facial recognition matches. She looked like any other young woman taking a break. Hair tied up, sleeves rolled, a chipped steel cup of chai in her hand. No one gave her a second glance. 2 tables ahead, the man she was watching nervously fidgeted with a tissue. His messages were visible to her, thanks to a cloned SIM he didn't even know was replaced last night. He was meeting someone dangerous. Someone who had already killed twice for silence. But Sunny wasn't interested in justice. She was here for observation, proof, leverage. She was hired for information, not morals. She didn't mind. So she collected the data and sent it to the client. She returned to her flat just before sundown. A small one-bedroom space with no windows facing the street, protected by noise-blocking foam and backup power banks. The walls were covered in layered maps. Wires crisscrossed the ceiling like veins. Her fridge was half filled with energy bars and soda cans. She wasn't messy, but she didn't waste time organizing the non-essential. When her laptop pinged, she noticed it instantly, a new request. She opened it slowly, fingers hovering above the keys. Subject: Samara Dev, CEO of DevTrix. We suspect her of making secret arrangements behind the tender process. We want to know how she got it, who helped her, what's hidden beneath her smile. Discretion mandatory. Payment upon proof. Sunny stared at the message a little longer than usual. Samara Dev. That name wasn't unfamiliar. She had seen her face on magazine covers, TED Talks, social media. Always graceful, always intelligent, always perfect. She was young for a CEO but sharp. Her company had risen too fast in the past year. The media called it ambition. The client called it suspicion.
That was part 1 of Digging, a story where mystery dances with vulnerability, and not everything is what it seems. If this world pulled you in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts below. And if you want to hear part 2, stay curious, stay connected, and keep listening.